Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and now you're all having a great day to start things off. 7 months into a severe cryptocurrency market downturn, the bears have finally run out of steam, leaving the Bitcoin price primed for a breakout. That's according to Barry Silbert, who is the founder of the Digital Currency Group, or the DCG, perhaps the cryptocurrency industry's most prolific investment fund. Speaking with CNBC on Tuesday, Silbert said that the recent surge above $7,000 for Bitcoin likely indicates that the bottom is in for Bitcoin's price. He said, "I think the bears just ran out of energy," noting that a lot of institutional money was looking for an opportunity to get in. "We said many times before that we were pretty certain that they were pushing down the price, manipulating, however you kind of want to say it, because they were not in the mood to buy Bitcoin when it was at $20,000, so they tried to push it down as low as possible." As CCN reported, Grayscale Investments, the creator of the Bitcoin Investment Trust, or the GBTC, and the DCG portfolio company, revealed this week that institutional capital accounts for 56% of more than $248 million that has been invested in GBTC and other Grayscale products during the first half of 2018. By comparison, Silbert said the fund was onboarding virtually no funds from institutions as recently as 1 year ago. The DCG founder, who bought his first Bitcoin when it was trading at $10, lucky him, also said that he took it as a bullish sign that the U.S. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, as well as several billionaire investors, have recently issued public statements criticizing cryptocurrency, yet the Bitcoin price has held steady. Powell, for instance, told Congress yesterday that the new technology class raises a number of consumer protection issues for unsophisticated investors and that cryptocurrency should not be considered real currency. He said, and I do quote, "When the chair of the Fed says negative things about Bitcoin, and Howard Marks says negative things about Bitcoin, and Ken Griffin says negative things about Bitcoin, and Bitcoin doesn't move, I think that's a bullish sign," end quote. We've heard for quite some time that the bottom would be around $5,000. I think the lowest that Bitcoin got to was it 5,600 or something like that, 5,700, somewhere around that number. They've said, or have said many times before, that going above 7,000 would be a very bullish sign. I think the goal was 7,200 to get above. The next stop on the train is meant to be, I believe, 8,400, 8,200, somewhere around there. And then if we can break through that, then it's 10,000. And then mum's the word. After 10,000, it should be easier to move a lot higher from there. But no one really knows. We've entered into a market, or cryptocurrency is a market, where most people can say something negative about cryptocurrency, and then we have one country who threatens a ban or threatens something else, and then we see the market kind of fall sideways. And this is mainly because a lot of people are looking to old graphs and stuff like that, or they look to what traditional markets have done. Cryptocurrency is, at least the market itself, is far too young to be able to completely gauge it. So they're kind of going by old metrics, because realistically, we've seen it before. All one country has to do is, threaten a ban or say that they're going to pose more regulations. I think, oh gosh, I'm going to get the country wrong. It's not Thailand, and maybe it's the Philippines, somewhere around this area. Forgive me for not remembering which one it was. I think they just put a recent ban on crypto mining equipment coming into the country or something like that. And this could have been the reason for, a little price drop as well. It could be anything, but let's move on. eToro is in the news, as well as Cardano, or Cardano, which I heard a lot of people say before, but it hits my ears wrong. Cardano, or ADA, seems to be one of the most important and promising projects in the cryptocurrency world, according to a study presented by trading platform eToro. The main point to mark is the newest Shelley project that aims to make the network completely decentralized. Even when the crypto network is in the early stages, the social trading marketplace eToro thinks that Cardano is one of the most promising blockchain projects we've ever seen. Interesting. According to a study presented by eToro senior market analyst Maddie Greenspan, Cardano's network is more scalable and flexible than other virtual currencies and blockchains such as Bitcoin or Ethereum. The summary of the project reads as follows, and I do quote, Cardano is developing a smart contract platform and leading the charge in what some are calling blockchain 3.0 with a more scalable and flexible network than some of the older projects like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Even though Cardano is still in the early stages, the complexity of technology and the pace at which it is progressing is extremely impressive, end quote. The blockchain network claims to be the first to implement a fair proof-of-stake protocol. In the future, the algorithm may be adopted by other virtual currencies and be the new standard in the industry. It is also important to mention that Cardano Foundation has been working with different governments and companies to advance the use of blockchain technology. For example, just to mention one of the latest partnerships, the think tank Zyen partnership with Cardano to research proof of concept based on distributed ledger technology. I think we are going to see a couple of months, maybe 4, 5, 6 weeks for a while, where Cardano is going to be further looked into, not just by myself, but a lot of other cryptocurrency news outlets because of the rumored Coinbase listing. The fact that they've gotten any shine from Coinbase is completely, it's a major thing in the cryptocurrency space. But even just more so, I think that people are starting to realize, I still believe, me, myself, that a lot of people are still shying away from Bitcoin and trying to see the promise of a lot of other coins. You may have or may not have noticed from where Cardano was even before, even just off of hype. I don't know if I've said that before. If I can stop there. Okay, got it. Oh, crap. Missed it. Anyway, the point is, there we go. 122. Cardano hit a price of 122 before it even officially 100% actually launched. This was based off of hype alone. I know the coin came out around here. I get it, got it, good. But the fact that we are now sitting at a price of, 17 cents, and it hit 120 just based off of literally hype from the market. It is fair to say that when we do have some type of market run up once again, whenever that may be, it's fairly certain to say that Cardano will be able to definitely hit 120 again. That is, not out of the realm of possibility. So that is around a 9-time increase, 8-9-time increase from where it currently is now. And even more so as we get closer to, I think people were saying that I pronounced it wrong in the other video. I believe it's pronounced Ouroboros, which is the name of the thing that they are trying to launch or finish. It is fairly certain, or rather, it's believable that we could see a definite price of around $2 per Cardano or per ADA. Looking at a lot of analyses of what Cardano could potentially be by the end of this year, or by the end of 2019. And they were all fairly around the same exact number. I saw a lot saying $8 and a lot saying around $9.68, and we would have a market cap of around, I think it was like 230 billion. This is still according to the idea that we would have trillions of dollars in the cryptocurrency market. And this is all before, I said this in one of my earlier videos about Cardano, is that they said we still have around 2 years for the project to officially launch or get off its feet, which even then leaves a bit more space for the price to go up. I think this is definitely one of the projects to make sure to look out for. I think the price is extremely low. While the circulating supply may be 25 billion, this is not a lot. We have a lot of projections for other coins that do have 25, 35, 33 billion, 15 billion, 18 billion floating around this number that they could hit anywhere from, or rather that them hitting $30 to $50 a coin is definitely possible. This is not me telling you to go out and buy Cardano. As I always say, please make sure to do your own research. I am not a financial investment broker professional guy wearing a suit. Just a guy talking on the other side of a microphone that you are listening to through your computer screen and or your phone screen. But like I said, I think we're going to see a lot more focus on Cardano over the next couple of months, especially as people are looking for alternatives and ways to potentially make their money grow faster than with Bitcoin. Because if Bitcoin is around, what is it, 6,000? I think it's 7,000 right now, and we have estimates of around 50,000 for this year. That's around a 7 times increase. This leads us to a world where, just it going back, Cardano going back up to where it was before, that's already a 9 times increase. And if should it hit $2 Based on any other upgrades that are coming out, that would be an 18 times increase from where it currently is now. So you would technically be making more money than if you had put it into Bitcoin. Moving on. So the Malta Stock Exchange, or the MSE, in collaboration with digital asset exchange OKEX, will create a new institutional-grade security tokens trading platform, says an MSE press release shared with Cointelegraph on July 19th. I believe that was yesterday. In mid-spring, major crypto exchange OKEX moved to Malta, noting their confidence in the Maltese government's approach to cryptocurrencies. The joint project, named OKMSX, launched after the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding, or the MOU, between MSE and OKEX, and aims to become a platform for digital asset exchanges with security expertise and client due diligence. MSX has also signed an agreement with Fifth Force, the operator of the Berlin-based Neufund platform that has supported for any type of security or financial product to be issued on a token blockchain equity, creating equity token offering, says the press release. Zoe Adamovicus. I'm not going to get that. I'm not going to get that. CEO and co-founder at Neufund noted in the press release that the goal of the partnership is to build the world's first regulated, decentralized global stock exchange, beginning with a pilot testing phase, testing the market's reaction. I'm pretty sure the market is going to like it. So this is another crypto exchange that we have going. Interesting that they are, or that is noted that they are focusing around security tokens. This seems to be the thing happening right now. This seems to be the new thing. I think a lot of countries are going to be listing ICOs and a lot of the other coins that have already launched as securities. This is one of the predictions for the US market as well. We've had a lot of the senators, blah, 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 the people who have been on stage talking about the future of crypto and where they see or what they think a lot of the other coins that have already launched are. They have said that they are securities. So a lot of people are specifically talking about making exchanges that focus specifically around security tokens so that they can be or are more regulated and are a safe space, if you will, for security tokens to be able to be launched and or listed. Let's see exactly how this goes. This is literally the 138,000th crypto exchange that we have news about that's going to be launching this year. Mr. Novogratz is in the news once again. Former Wall Street executive Mike Novogratz has recently predicted that mass adoption of crypto and blockchain is still 5 to 6 years away. Blockchain and tech news outlet reported on July 19th. Speaking at the Beyond Blocks conference in South Korea, Novogratz, who is the CEO and founder of crypto investment firm Galaxy Digital, still expressed confidence that many institutions will come into the industry in the next 2 to 3 years, claiming that without that, we will be running in circles. However, the mass adoption of crypto and blockchain technology will come not earlier than in half a decade, Novogratz said. And I do quote, "You won't see mass adoption until the user experience does not feel like something new, and that is still 5 to 6 years away," end quote. Novogratz explained that one of the major obstacles on the way to widespread adoption is the increasing cost of technical talent, as well as the doubts of conventional investors who are aggravated by no clear precedent for the financial industry. He continued on saying, "Think about how institutional investors operate. It's hard to tell your boss, I have money in places you have never heard of. You need a trusted name custodian, a Japanese bank or HSBC or ICE or Goldman Sachs to allow institutional investors to feel comfortable," which is kind of a shame that so many people trust these major names or banks or companies who have lost them money before, and you have to feel safe with your money putting it with them when they could potentially go bankrupt and lose everything that you have. Anyway, the investment banker noted the importance of the due regulatory approach. I'm so used to saying due diligence because everything is due diligence in the cryptocurrency space. Due regulatory approach of the field by government, as well as urged the mainstream public to get into blockchain and crypto, adding that it is not necessary for users to understand the tech in detail. One of the major things that I still believe, me, myself, and I, is that the 5 or 6 year thing is actually pretty accurate. Once crypto hits mass adoption, a lot of people I've seen in the comment section before, they were upset when I said about crypto going mainstream and how it has not gone mainstream. And people were saying it's definitely gone mainstream. It has not gone mainstream. Our market is down. Going mainstream means we have a multi-trillion-dollar network, cryptocurrency space market, whatever you want to call it. By the time we have hit mass adoption in 5 to 6 years' time, I've said this before, I think the market is going to be worth several trillion, but it's also been predicted by a lot of other analysts who have said that mathematically by this point, when Bitcoin is worth trillions of dollars, the price will barely move, and we are going to enter a moment in time in history where we will see extremely stable Bitcoin prices. A huge fluctuation will be Bitcoin going up or down by 0.5% a day because the price will be so stable. And this is also when we will kind of get into predicted where countries who have, horrible fiat currencies or hyperinflation, that they will then start to announce that they are actually allowing Bitcoin as legal tender because of how stable it is compared to their currency, which is going to be, if it happens for one country, the idea is that it's going to happen for at least 10, 15, 20 countries. If it happens for one, we have to, you have to throw a party that day to realize how crazy that is that any country has announced that Bitcoin is their legal tender. The point is that it's been estimated 5 to 6 years is the time that we need for everything to completely become hyper mainstream, where everyone's actually using it for everyday life. And I don't think we are that far away. If you look at a lot of price predictions as well, you notice a lot of the price predictions kind of stop around the 2021 to 2023. You don't usually see a lot of them that say 2025 or 2030. Because it's widely believed that by 2023, we will have not a stable market for the other coins maybe, but we will not see as many fluctuations as we see before. And it'll be a lot easier for other institutions to get into it because of how stable the market is. So I think we have a couple of years left of these major fun times where we see 20x gains. Last up, I'm sure a lot of people will find this one quite interesting. In the span of a few hours, it became crypto Twitter versus U.S. Representative Brad Sherman. On Wednesday, Congress hosted a pair of back-to-back hearings on the topic of cryptocurrencies, which notably saw Republican Sherman, who is no stranger to controversy among crypto circles, call for a blanket ban on buying or mining cryptocurrencies. And while Sherman is just one lawmaker among more than 400, social media observers quickly turned their sights on the California Democrat. For example, Sherman was accused of bias because his largest donor this past election cycle is a credit card payments firm based in Los Angeles, where his district, California's 30th congressional, is based. So clearly, if you are being paid off by a credit card company, I think the last thing they want is for anyone on their side to talk positively about cryptocurrencies. Sherman's declaration, and indeed the wider social conversation among the twin hearings, led to a boost for the hashtag Crypto Congress hashtag. According to the data from Twitter analysis site Keyhole, the hashtag had a reach of over 1 million accounts. That's kind of nuts. And more than 2.7 million impressions from the state of the hearings yesterday. That's kind of insane. 1 million accounts is a lot of people who are pretty upset. As for Sherman himself, whether the member of Congress has any remarks on the hubbub remains to be seen. As of press time, Sherman's office hasn't responded to a request for comment because why would they? From the moment that Sherman issued his remarks, the response was, to put it bluntly, unsparring. I'm not going to read through all of these Twitter comments, but you can kind of read through them yourself. People aren't even a little bit happy with what he had to say. There's one of the comments that I will actually read when I get a bit lower. I think there's one, unless I'm thinking of a completely different. I'm sure you guys are reading through this as I'm talking. Sorry for talking as you're reading through these. Just don't want to sit here silent like a weirdo. Almost to the end. I promise you, people weren't too happy about this. Almost there. I promise you. Almost there. A lot of angry people. Almost there. Where is it? Yeah. So here we go. What's resoundingly clear is that the crypto social sphere, offering a sense of acrimony acrimony and sniping over a variety of subjects largely came together in light of Sherman's remarks. As the saying goes, having an enemy is the greatest way to unite a community. Nothing brings the crypto community together faster than SHIT, talking congressman. A side note, people were asking why I didn't say this. Demonetization is very real on YouTube right now. YouTube flags anything that may not be appropriate for children. And as crypto is a welcoming and open space for everyone, I, try to make it as inclusive as possible. I thought this was one of the funniest things that I had ever seen. No matter how much you may love XRP, how much you may hate XRP, how much you may love Bitcoin or Ethereum or EOS, or you may think that Digibyte is going to the moon, we can all come together. It's very funny. We can all come together. If anyone who is outside of the community bad-mouths crypto, this is kind of the result. A lot of people have said that they thought what he said is, I hate the term FUD, but they believe that a lot of these congressmen actually have their hands in the cookie jar and have bought tons of crypto for themselves and are probably just trying to cover their backs in public. They have to say what they are supposed to say when it comes to the people who have funded them. But the point is, we are strong. We are a strong community. Like I said, we may, have spats from time to time, depending on which coin that you love. But when it comes down to it, anyone who tries to attack crypto, we are a very tribal people, and we will not let them badmouth the cryptocurrency space. All right, everyone. That is definitely going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are having it. I think it's Friday. Have a great Friday. I have no idea what day it is anymore. I kind of just... I think I'm online so much I have no idea what life is, so I'm just kind of here. If it is Friday, hope you enjoy it. Hope you have a great time with your Friday. Thank you once again for all your support. And I will talk to you all soon. See you.